Everybody, and good Wednesday evening to you. Welcome back to the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. We call it Weather for Weather Geeks. Some actual raindrops, a little liquid gold out there late this afternoon and into early this evening. It is just what the doctor ordered for most of our area. We really do need some rain because, of course, as we've discussed many times in recent editions of this video, it's been pretty dry of late. This is a look at the rainfall deficit across the region over the last 30 days. In some parts of our western viewing area, say southwestern Mahoning, Sebring, Beloit, over towards Salem, over towards the Alliance area, we have been running a rainfall deficit now of up to maybe 3 inches or so, unofficially, over the last 30 days. Our entire area has been dry, but overall that is some of the driest real estate over the last 30 days. Just off to the east of our viewing area, it's even worse. Venango County, out towards Oil City, Franklin, and then out towards DuBois, PA, along I-80, it's even drier out there. So yeah, we need more of what we got today. We're not going to see any more until later Sunday into Sunday night, but we will take what we've picked up so far. Now, it isn't enough to break the bank, certainly, but some local rain gauges have registered a couple of tenths of an inch, up to a quarter of an inch in some spots, and our rain gauge down in Calcutta has not reported as of yet, but as of this recording, it's certainly raining in southeastern Columbiana County, East Liverpool, up to Rogers, Nagley, up to East Palestine, getting a pretty decent downpour. There's also been a pretty good puff of wind as this has been moving through eastern Columbiana County. Also raining in parts of, or just about all of, Mahoning County, Trumbull County, and Mercer County getting in on the act as well. As of this recording, it's 7:03. We won't spend a whole lot of time on the radar as I'm recording this because, of course, most of you will be watching the video well afterwards. But yeah, the back edge will push through this evening, and again, these will be some of the last raindrops we see until the end of the weekend. We actually had some severe weather briefly up towards Huron. This is in Erie County, Ohio, up closer to Sandusky, west of Cleveland. We did have a couple of wind damage reports up here near the lakeshore, mid-afternoon, 3:30 or so, several trees down. This was closer to 4 o'clock, just off to the east, just north of the Ohio Turnpike, and again, near the Lake Erie shoreline. We had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings for a time in parts of Stark County, Portage County, Summit County, some of the neighboring counties to our west, but everything kind of weakened some as it pushed into our viewing area. Moderately humid today. Dew points have been mostly in the lower 60s, a little bit higher than yesterday, but still not that high for this time of the year. But you'll notice if you look carefully at this graphic, the wind arrows are mostly out of the north, of cold fronts pushing in. That northerly breeze will usher in some very nice dry air for the next couple of days. Now, we have clouds around as of this recording, but the sky will clear tonight. We'll have to watch for maybe a little fog overnight. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be a good night to check out the supermoon, which the moon was technically full a handful of hours ago, but that was in the middle of the day and not visible for us. Tonight, the moon is, by all intents and purposes, full. It is the third of 4 consecutive what we call supermoons. We'll have one more in August, and then no more supermoons until next summer. Supermoon is a little bit bigger than a regular full moon because the full moon kind of coincides with the moon making its closest approach to the planet Earth in its orbit around our planet. It's not a perfect circle. Sometimes it's a little closer to us, sometimes a little bit farther away. When that full moon happens, when it's especially close to us, it's oftentimes called a super moon, and actually this one will be the biggest and brightest of all of 2022. Again, we'll have to watch for some fog, I think, tomorrow morning, with some of us getting some rain and then the sky clearing out tonight. Fog gets set up for a while, but otherwise, no complaints about our Thursday. Lots of sun and beautiful weather will continue into Friday as high pressure slowly, I should say, drifts across. And that same high pressure zone will give us another fine day on Saturday. If you're coming to downtown Youngstown for the Luke Bryan concert Saturday evening, it's going to be warm, but beautiful. I mean, just picture perfect, other than it being just a little bit on the warm side. I mentioned no more rain coming our way, it looks like, until the end of the upcoming weekend, so this will be mostly late in the day Sunday, towards dinner time, and especially into Sunday night. And I think this next system may be a little bit sluggish, and so we will have to continue that chance for some showers and some storms into Monday. We won't root for severe weather, but we will root for a decent amount of rain from that system, and then maybe a shower or a thunderstorm by the middle of next week. But yeah, still not many rain chances coming our way in the near term. Heat will become the nationwide weather story as we go through the next week to 10 days. Big dome of high pressure sets up shop right over the Four Corners region. Now, if this high pressure zone were centered over here, we would be in the mid-90s around here probably. Something that happens sometimes in July, but we haven't had too many extreme heat waves around here in the last 10 years anyway. But because it's centered out here, we'll kind of be on the fringes of this, so it's going to be warm, above average, but we won't see mid-90s or anything like that around here, it looks like. Maybe some lower 90s for a couple of days. Actually, a little bit of a disturbance may come through in the flow late next week and kind of knock the heat back a little bit. Handful of degrees, no big deal. But I do think that this will be excessively hot in places like Denver and Dallas and Oklahoma City. And east of the Mississippi, while it will be hot, it'll be more typical July heat rather than something extreme. So I don't see any records or anything like that coming our way next week, but get ready for some pretty hot and pretty muggy weather for all of next week. Thanks for watching tonight's edition of Weather for Weather Geeks, and be sure and tune in on Thursday for an update on our next rain chances and much, much more.